dog last year. Her name is Miss Winnie Cooper, and she completely changed my life in the best way possible. And today we are going to make some healthy dog treats to share with your beloved pet. Here to share her favorite recipe with us is Tori Mistick. Tori runs a blog called Wear, Wag, Repeat, where she blogs about fashion, dogs, and DIY products. Tori also brought along her chocolate lab Lucy as the official taste tester, so welcome both of you.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Little Lucy over there smells these treats.
She's already been tasting and sampling. I say that all my recipes are lab tested.
I love that. That's so good. All right, so today we're going to make a healthy dog treat. So what are some of the ingredients that we want to start with?
So I came up with this recipe. I call it a 5-ingredient recipe, but really we're only using 4 today because I omitted the parsley, which you can use fresh or dried parsley, but it's obviously not a must to make the treats come together. So really we just have flour, and this is regular white flour, but you can use brown rice flour too if you want to make it gluten-free.
Okay.
For dogs, or if you're gluten-free and you want to share it. Then we have pumpkin, and this recipe calls for 1/2 cup of pumpkin, a couple of eggs, and then this is kind of an ingredient that you wouldn't really have in your pantry, but it's milk powder. It's dried milk, and it's skim milk. It's organic. It's no chemicals added, no hormones.
Awesome.
So it's all very organic and very healthy for your dog, because you don't want to give them any sugar or any extra salt.
Yeah, and I know that pumpkin is really good for their digestive.
It is.
So I know when Winnie, if she's constipated, I'll put a tablespoon or so in her food, and it just helps.
Yes. Yeah, pumpkin's really good for them. And you want to make sure that you get the canned pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling.
Yes, because that has sugar in it.
Exactly.
And this does not.
This actually, when it's, or most of the time, like around Thanksgiving, you find it with the pie stuff. But I actually just bought it in the pie aisle last night, too.
Okay.
So if it's not with the canned vegetables, you would find it with the desserts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So once we have all of our ingredients together, then we mix it all up, right?
Yes.
And then it creates something that looks like this.
Right, we've mixed it up. This is probably like a half.
We had to put it to the side because Lucy was taste testing a little bit.
She could smell the pumpkin and it smelled delicious.
Yeah.
So this is like probably 1/3 of a recipe, and you can see it's like almost like pizza dough consistency. It's nice and springy. So I already put
Simple, just 4 ingredients.
It's so simple. You start with any baking stuff, you mix the wet ingredients first, and then you add the dry ones in a little bit. And especially for this one, you want to add the flour just little by little. Otherwise, it just gets too chunky and you can't use it. So we are going to roll this out.
Oh, she smells it. I can hear her over there like, uh-oh.
I think she's kind of mad at us because we're not giving her any right now.
But she's going to be our official lab tester. I love it. Lab tested.
She's happy to test everything and anything. So do you want a bone or?
I'm going to do the little fire hydrant.
Okay, you go ahead.
All right, so we just
Stamp it out.
Stamp it out.
If we were more professional, we would have dipped this in flour beforehand, but that works too.
So we have it. Oh, she's getting ready for it.
And so you would just punch out,
little shapes,
a whole ton of these basically, and you put them in the oven for 15 or 20 minutes. You pull them out and you flip them over and do them for another 15 or 20 minutes.
Simple.
And just keep an eye on it because everyone's ovens are different, and the way I bake them, they come out really crunchy, so they're good for my dogs. But if you have an old dog or a little dog, they might want them more chewy.
Okay,
so
to be more chewy, underbake them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the only perishable thing is eggs, and I think as long as they're in there for a while, they'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. And how long do these treats last?
I would keep them in an airtight container for sure, but if you can make them last a week, you'll be lucky because your dog will probably want to devour all of them.
Yeah. These are great. And what's the importance of choosing the natural ingredients?
Well,
have you seen a difference?
Well, when I buy treats out in the store, obviously this is not something that I do all the time because it's just not a good use of my time to be making treats all the time. So I do buy treats in the store, and I always look for ones that are made in the USA, and I always read the ingredients and make sure that I can pronounce all the words and that I recognize it. Because why would you give your dog chemicals if you don't have to? It just doesn't make sense. So a lot of that stuff has a lot of preservatives. This is just all natural. What's in it is what's sitting right here. So I've tried them. They taste like
I
cardboard.
was gonna say, can I eat one?
You can try one. They taste like cardboard.
Okay.
And they're not very good.
Okay, then I'm gonna pass.
But let's see if Lucy likes them.
All right, Lucy,
Ready?
look what I got. Oh my goodness, does she do any tricks?
She's cute.
She's cute. Oh, look at this. Look how excited she is. There you go. What do you say? Is it lab tested, dog approved?
I think so.
I think so.
She likes it.
I think so. Oh my goodness, yeah.
See, the bones are a little bit bigger, so she cuts it into 2 pieces.
Yeah.
Because she's a lady.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Tori and Lucy, for being here with us today.
You'll have to take some of these home for your new doggie.
Yes, little Winnie will love them. I'll let you know. I'll tell her that they were lab tested and approved so that she...
Stamp of approval.
Stamp of approval, and she will be good. Oh, and here we go. we got some of the... Even the dough's good and appealing, right?
It's kind of like eating the cookie dough when you make cookies.
Oh, yeah. So it's...
Labs, they're just like us.
They just are like us. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. Taste tested and approved. So for more of the latest info on fashion, furry friends, and DIY recipes, please follow Tori on Instagram and Twitter at Tori Mistick. And we'll be right back with more on the Zest.